Says do not. The Mars reads.
There is an inscription on the backside.
Yeah.
Get stuffed.
It is inscribed in the back of the statue that says, I, Kyerixus, have waited for those who can finish what I could not, to destroy the beast, to close the dark window, capital letters for dark window, to return honor to this humble monastery.
That's the boss room.
Bonus level.
Oh man, who the fuck is Kyerixus?
Knowledge.
History.
Hey, bard.
Yeah.
History or religion?
I rolled religion all over this.
26.
Yeah, he was one of the last monks of this place.
He was one of the final monks to occupy this place. Before whatever happened here happened.
The last headmaster, like probably not the last living person, because how would he be bricked up into this place? But the last headmaster or abbot.
Remember, there is a monk still in his wrappings, moving. One with long life that should not be.
It could be him, I suppose.
Oh man, but it says here he's waiting to do something like that you can't.
It will be our last thing that we activate.
So if we say his name 3 times, does he appear?
I wouldn't play with that.
Sounds interesting. Let's back up Rene for now.
Oh fuck! I heard a scrape behind that wall, man. Behind there, man. I heard a scrape.
No. We'll deal with that after.
Shuffling around back there.
We'll deal with that after. Rene, what have you found?
Perhaps that's the mummy. There's more of them down this hall somewhere. I can hear them.
Let's focus.
Hey man, you're a monk. Go deal with this.
Fuck you.
We're in a holy place, man. What's your curses?
Just getting started.
Ziva's backing away.
Let's deal with everything that's ahead of us first.
Zero will also move over to sort of back up that group.
This has not been disturbed.
We're all
Come on, Sparky.
proper familiar.
Ziva doesn't bring her familiar into dungeons. Apparently Sparky is an ever
Isn't a bag of holding. Eating. Whoa.
Okay. Grinthark opens up this this doorway, which reveals a slightly lit hallway.
It got me!
It's got windows that lead out to the area where you spoke to the druid that you called a coward, to Asmer Kell.
Yeah. He's a coward.
There's a complicated, like...
Frozen?
there's a complicated, like, intersection up ahead. I call it a T intersection, but it's like they messed up in their design.
Yeah, they didn't line up. Alright, let's go.
It's actually not too bad for going in each direction. I take that back. I like it.
It provides a little bit of privacy between the left and the right. Right,
Well,
so
it gives you...
I will walk down with my shield raised.
Yeah. The Mars is right behind you. It's got a sling.
Nibbles what?
Coming up there.
Yeah.
Grizak will take the beer.
Marching order.
How did I get Grizak behind? How did this happen?
Grizak, I got the...
Fabian turns back.
And she's like...
Someone's gonna slap your ass.
Oh, that actually looks wide enough to be a door.
Yeah,
those are
does.
windows and those might be doors. Oh well.
Oh.
Alright, so you, Rene,
Yep. Hey, look, there's a door over here.
there are 3 doors in a hallway. You listen for a moment.
Yep.
You can hear the Grialths actually kind of down this way.
That's where we're going then.
You also see like slick slime trails, like they've been dragging their food.
As we stalk the halls like Michael Myers in Halloween movies.
It's the adventurer music. What the fuck's the bard doing with a violin? The monster's all fucking freaking out.
Right. Let's follow the flying creatures that can go tell the massa what's wrong.
Exactly.
Okay, you can see into the courtyard, F12. There's a dry fountain and a statue of a woman wrapped in flowing robes that stands at the center of the fountain. Her arms extend as though reaching up to touch the sky. This is in this area.
Wait,
Okay.
how do we see this area?
Oh, as Rene
Through
is
the window.
passing.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
all right,
window.
all right.
It's,
Well, I'm
it's open to this. It's open to the sky, and there's a single door that leads into the rest of our windows.
The bloody trails that we're following, I'm assuming there's no traps because it seems like they go through this frequently.
Go around the corner, and
Yeah.
you can now hear them. You're pretty sure there are no doors between you and the creatures.
So this is where we're going.
Mark, you grabbed him.
You do it, Tim.
You're having grabby wars.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, can you
Okay.
pull us over?
Something comes around the corner.
Oh, get him.
Go, Adam.
Sees you.
Fun boy, tell him.
Good. All right.
Where's Big Poppy?
Initiative.
Initiative.
I'll add the garghouls, and I'll add the surprise.
Yeah, boy. 16 for Rene. 7.
Dear.
0.
8 or 9.
16. And 7.
Okay.
We're gonna do this with a hammer time.
The surprise is at +8.
9 for Nibbles, 12
Mark's
for
9 and 8. So 9 and
10 for the surprise.
Eight.
Nibbles got what?
He got a 9.
Ziva. 18. And Grid's got a 20.
Ooh.
20. He's like, okay, look up. Fabian.
12.
Alright, Grintark is the first to go. Like, look out, man, let's put him. He has enough movement to move all the way up to it. He's got his knives out.
How many was that? A single move?
Shivin time. That was a single move.
So is he gonna move Shiv move or is he gonna move Shiv Shiv?
Shawarma.
He's gonna move and Shiv first.
See how it goes?
See how it goes. He +9.
That's AC 13. I think he's more than 30 feet away from. Yeah, he's 1.
Quicksilver daggers are +10. AC 14, which I think is. Yeah, AC 14. Yep. Alright, 2d4 +4 damage. 9 damage. Is there a power where they haven't moved in the first round yet?
Yeah, it's called Sneak Attack.
So I think he gets his extra 2d6.
Yeah, if the first round of combat is.
So 14 damage. He shivs this thing, and it has. What do they have? 15 hit points?
I think it said 16.
Okay, so
Shivs it again.
shiv. He'll shiv it again. It hasn't moved yet, so he's shiving like a villain.
Fantastic.
And daggers are only -4 instead of
Yes.
-5.
Yep.
He misses.
Where's your freaking heart, man?
Ziva. I think Ziva's backing away and casting shield. She doesn't like this. Rene?
Rene's like, get in there. Get in there. You don't want to get hit from behind.
Rene is
Throw a dagger.
gonna move forward, one move, and then free action.
Okay, so there's a door at the end of the hall, and then there's another complicated doorway here. The creatures are kind of
Free action, drop his hammer. Action, pull out dagger.
Okay.
Throw dagger at enemy's face through.
Great dark square.
Actually, it's the spear, not the dagger.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So Rene, your expert spear. I believe it's expert.
While you're looking at that, that's
Right.
cool.
Since it runs with scissors, that used to do a lot of,
Javelins.
yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it was. All right. So it's an expert spear. 1d20 plus 11. Why am I lost? Help! AC 27?
Yeah, you launch it right over Grindark's head. You just like duck.
16 damage.
Spear impales the gargoyle. It kind of wraps itself around the spear and dies at Grindark's feet. Oh man, you fucking got him! The gargoyles are now. This is a single move as they come out of the area where they like to sleep and eat, and then they're gonna.
This is gonna be such a slog. I don't know if I should be footman.
Yep, they move again. One's gonna stab Grindark. They don't have enough actions left to get into his mind, so I think they're all throwing javelins at Grindark.
He has cover from one of them?
There's some screening from the last
Screening
from the last two.
Right.
AC 12, AC 11, AC 8, and AC 24.
Ooh.
24 is the screening. So I believe that's plus 1. Which is 20. No, you can't boost it by 4, so you get tagged. Oh, is there actually AC is 21. Screening is 22.
2. And then he's going to make him 24.
And then his nimble dodge thing, he will use his reaction to nimble dodge. No, then it would be the exactly.
Yeah.
No. So he gets tagged. Oh, wow. 5 damage. Alright, they scramble forward. That was their double moves, and they attacked. Next is Grizak.
Rizak, huh?
He's way around the corner.
Would you stop touching me?
As you're bumping into 0.
Rizak's actually
Just trying to
gonna
punch you with
move.
my crotch.
Rizak's gonna move down here, and does he hear anything on this side?
No.
He doesn't trust it.
There's too much building over here.
Hurry up!
What are you doing? You need to get in there, says Eva.
I'm not leaving you exposed.
Thanks. Fabian?
Fabian does his inspire courage.
Sorry. I get there and I raise my shield.
Go get him, boys.
All of us. All people.
It's just a pile of dudes. Oh, later in the week we're gonna have like 8 guys here. It will be just a pile of stacking.
It won't be difficult, yep.
Hey guys, do I get screen time now?
Alright, Fabian? Was it Fabian next?
Fabian, that's all he's doing. He'll raise his shield too, I guess.
Okay. The surprise. All this racket and death. You notice that there are creatures that are casting shadows. Wait a second. They are separate creatures that look like shadows cast upon the wall. They come leaking out of the room to the back.
No.
Oh man! Somebody's making sock puppets, man! Fucking shadow puppets!
I don't think that's a sock puppet.
Alright, so that was one move as the shadows come out. the shadowy beings upon the wall.
This is fucked up. This is not a good place to be.
They are going to make shadow hand touches against creatures they can hit, and they fly.
Shit.
Okay.
Hey man, how you doing?
So there's one flying along the wall, like it's two-dimensional, and there's one actually in the space, kind of two-dimensional, and then there's one flying above Grimthar.
Oh no.
This is not Blue Man.
Let's call this episode Grimthark's Bad Day.
I can touch my sock, man.
Plus 10 touches.
Your sock, man.
3 at
Well, he won't be the first guy to get drained by a sock.
13, 15, and 13 touch.
Oh, good. That's
Okay.
Grimthark's touch is 20.
There we go.
Oh, that was a shitty surprise. Okay, 0.
fire. Are shadows worth a fireball, Fox? It's a good question you
That is
posed.
an excellent question, actually. Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking, dude.
So what we're gonna do is Zira is going to get within 60 feet. So like go ahead of Maris.
That's a single move.
Yep. And then we're gonna shoot one of these floaty sockmen with a the chill touch, which does something to
Can you
undead,
get disorients?
and it can make them run away.
Okay, so he is screened from Grimdark and Rene.
Okay. So, undead creature. It becomes flat-footed on a critical hit. It also flees.
Okay.
Nice.
Total AC is 19.
Okay. Crits are not likely. 21.
That struck it.
Achoo! You become flat-footed.
So it can,
Is this a force, ghost touch, or positive effect?
It is a necromancy negative attack.
Okay. Which means its resistance is applied.
It doesn't do any
It
damage.
doesn't do any damage, it just becomes flat-footed.
Yep.
Cool. Alright, so it's on top of the other one, but we'll give it a
Okay, I have been cheating. I apologize. This is I thought it was melee touch, and then I was told it was 60-foot range. It is melee touch.
that's fine.
I'm fine with just wasting my action to
What
as
is
You
penance.
had a thing. That's
which
all.
one? The
Chill touch.
Yeah.
Chill touch is a you gotta attack.
Well, there's stuff where you
I
can
am-
stand.
Yeah.
I figured that's
Don't worry about
it.
that.
Yeah.
You went over
Yeah.
and perhaps the lady that founded this place.
Well, I also have daze, and that does the same thing. So I dazed it.
Nibbles.
Nibbles can't
Nobbles.
get in there. It's like,
Ooh me, I suck.
they'll pull a javelin.
Okay.
School me, school me, school me.
Scusa.
Throw the javelin, right?
You firing it at the one that's all screwed up by the spell that it shouldn't be?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, the Grey Elf creatures are frightened of the shadows. They actually look like they want to retreat down the hallway.
I don't like a bit of disco damage and stuff like that when we can't make it go away.
Somebody use a fireball.
He's like, do better, jeez.
AC 14.
Its flat-footed AC makes it 15.
No.
It
misses.
It goes up by 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so your javelin kind of skitters off the wall. Brings us to Von Mars.
Okay, situation here.
A lot of meat at the end of the hallway and not so meaty creatures.
What are those things?
They're not alive.
Uh,
They shouldn't be here. Renee's trying to use the force to pull the hammer back to his hand because he doesn't want to waste an action picking it up.
Where is the
Stupid
hammer?
hammer.
Where's the hammer?
Damn it! It's just at his feet.
Is that his feet?
Yeah. He's trying. Come on.
I can't even get to them because of where Vamars, where
Yeah. Oh no, this is gonna be a sloggy, messy, nasty, dirty hallway.
What's the
Dirty hallway.
What's the athletic check to get through their square?
Oh,
Or
roll.
acrobatics or
Acrobatics.
I have no
It'd
idea.
be like an acrobatics check against their fork.
No,
save.
like you get an idea. You get an idea, right? If it's like 50 or whatever, I'm not trying it. It's not
No,
50,
we'll
but
go for
if
50.
it's like if I have like a 20% chance of success, I'm not gonna try it.
Here, I will look. I'm on the case.
In the case,
I'm on the case. Because it's gonna be something silly, but
tumble through.
tumble through against the reflex DC. It's a reflex save.
So you've got a good chance, probably.
Success, you move through. You treat the square as difficult terrain. Failment, your movement ends. You trigger reactions as if you moved out of the square you started.
Yeah, then you have to have another move action to get out of that non-combat square.
I will look up the reflex DC. You have no idea. You've never heard these things before. Don't know how bad it's going to be.
How bad could it be?
Reflex six.
Stop looking around at me, man!
Oh!
I don't know how this is gonna work. 35.
If you ask my voice,
I need to get 2 moves. It took me 2 moves to get there.
Yep.
The first move would stop me there. The second move would get me there. If I fail, I have a move to go back. So I'm trying to get there.
Okay, so give me your acrobatics check.
Okay.
DC 17.
Acrobatics. Okay. Is there a bonus from Bard or anything?
No. Yeah, boy.
Nat
Yeah.
20. Okay, so you vault yourself over top of
And
Grinthar.
let's flurry that thing.
Then you land. That's 55 feet of movement, though.
Yep.
So he has one action left.
Yeah.
Actually,
Flurry. Okay, you're flying the one that's flat-footed, or are you flying one of the other ones, or
flat-footed.
I guess they're all flat-footed. No.
Well, the ones that are
The one
flying.
on the wall isn't. It's breaking physics.
The Fazooks.
Yeah.
So we have the Bard song and flank. You're dealing with that. 23.
Yeah, you strike these things. They're like cold miasmic cloth, and you're kind of tearing them with your tiger claws.
Are we still in? Did we break out? So I had to
No,
reactivate.
we broke out. You have to.
I have to redo it.
Right now, you're punching.
So I'm doing straight punches then.
Mhm.
The other one, next attack is 15. What's its
That hits because it's flank,
Okay, yeah. So the first one is 2d6 plus 4.
-5.
Okay. That's 7 damage.
Alright, and then the second one?
10.
Okay, 17 damage. Injures this creature quite a bit.
That's a big punch.
It is not bloody.
Oh no!
Oh, we're gonna get the fuck out of there.
So wait a sec. It had DR5.
Yeah.
DR5, yeah.
Ooh.
Grinthar.
We need some fucking.
Grinthar's gonna attack the one that you're attacking.
You're not a god, man.
Somebody give me some attack rolls from Grinthar.
Zoom. 1d20 plus whatever the bonus is.
10.
10. So
Miss.
14.
Miss. That's 14.
Plus the flank.
Flank would be 15. Missed by 1.
15? Isn't it 2?
The flank is 2 off its AC.
Yeah, it's 17 turns into 15.
Okay.
Oh,
is
okay,
Zara
sorry.
within reach?
Zara is 35 feet away from Grinthar.
So not within reach.
Okay.
Bullshit, man. What are you roll for me, man? Motorized racist, man. Got you.
Now,
Gotcha.
2d4 plus 4.
2d4 minus 1.
And I believe they're immune to precision.
So 4 damage.
4 damage. 21. Let me see if it's bloodied now.
Fuck. We need some positive.
It is bloodied exactly.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
He has one more attack, or he can move back.
He's getting out of the way.
Get the fuck out of the way.
Get out of the way. Let like a Nibbles or a Renee up there.
Yeah.
Do we have a spell for this book?
Nibbles steps to the side of his gun. Sorry, courage.
Ziva, should I fireball? Is what she's saying as she's moving closer.
Oh no, I think they've got
You hear from Mars saying, yes!
Okay. This is ball of flame that licks at Renee's shield. Vimaris and the shadows and the griots all disappear into it.
Yep.
Boom!
Alright, reflex save.
66 points of damage.
So 1d20.
18.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Didn't make it.
Vimaris fails.
Takes 18.
Takes 18.
Yeah, that's fine.
The grioths need to make their saves. They're at plus... plus 7s. They're actually, that's their best save. 4 at 1d20 plus 7. Made it, failed, made it.
Uh-oh. And then I'm worried if they have like DR10 against fire.
Nope. So made it is 9, not dead.
The ghosts, I mean, with the shadows.
Made it is 9, not dead. Made it is 9, not dead.
The sock puppets, man.
Alright, now the shadows.
See, they all made it?
Yeah.
No, all the 3 of the grioths did.
And the shadows attack from Mars and just
Oh, he's fucking screwed now.
They
Maybe you better hope when that comes over there to save you.
They have a plus 7.
Dick.
Failed, made it, failed. Failed by 10.
Failed by 10 is double damage.
Yep.
Okay, so number 3 took 36 fire damage, minus 5.
We gotta take our 5.
Oh, fuck.
So 31.
Even against energy.
It's positive energy, man. We need to get
The first one failed,
this?
so it takes 18.
What's this
Minus
one?
5 is
the disrupting weapon.
34. And the other one
Good thing I didn't memorize that.
made it, so it took 9, so it took 4 damage. Okay, the shadows are still there, and 3 to the 4 grioths are still there.
And Vimaris got whammed.
Mars got took in the face.
Renee,
But that's fine.
the fires subside. Mars is still standing there, all standing.
Rene bends over, picks up his hammer.
Okay.
He walks forward to go save the monk.
Yep.
And will striketh at a whatever the most wounded looking
Yeah,
shadow.
there are 2 that are wounded.
One of them is, I think the one in the center.
The one, if it's in the flank, the one that's in the flanked.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one that's been taken.
Yeah, the one that has got the thing above its head is the one that got chill touched, and the other one's like against the wall. So this one's actually above, and that one's in the wall.
Okay, so we're going against the one with the flanked condition. Do we have a Bart song going or no?
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. AC 18,
Hits.
6 damage after DR.
Okay, so that's 40 damage.
Got
It is still alive.
Okay.
40 damage?
That was a move, and a move. That was
Yep.
3 actions.
The bat-like creatures. These guys are withdrawing. Renee, you get your reaction.
I'm saving my reaction for something slightly different.
Okay. But these cowardly creatures are going to just back away and try to screw up Vimaris' mind.
That would be funny.
3 will saves, DC 12.
I believe Vimaris uses the Nibbles approach to mind protection.
One of them snickering.
You have to find it.
You can run my mind.
We're good.
Okay, Vimaris is all on the shadows. Grizak.
Grizak sees these shadowy bitches.
No, he doesn't. He's around a crook in the
He's
hallway.
way.
Well,
there's the privacy note.
Now he sees it.
Yes, you come around the corner and these horrible shadow things that Rene and Vimaris are taking wild swings at.
He had to touch you to get by you.
Get out of the way!
Yeah, you kind of rubbed him against you. Your hair's all
The only thing I have is chill touch that'll reach that.
staticky because it's sparky.
Oh no.
So the only thing I have is chill touch. So his ranged attack.
But chill touch is range touch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on attack. The only thing that can reach that
I'm so confused.
19, I hit it.
So are we still playing Chill Touch wrong, even though we found the
What spell are you casting?
chill. Sorry, it's not chill touch. No, sorry. The cold.
Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost. Thank you. Sorry.
That was
That's
what
a
was
60
causing the
foot range.
Oopa.
Alright, so what touch AC did you hit?
19.
Which one are you targeting?
The one in the center. The one between the two guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to roll damage. Subtract 5, right?
Yep.
1d8. 4 damage.
Okay, so that one's got 35. Fabian?
Continues his song.
Just echoing throughout this chamber.
Use your missiles! Use your missiles!
There are two that are ragged, tattered creatures at this point. The one between the two of them, the one that's just above them, the one along the wall looks very
Shoot.
thick and black.
The
Shoot one at one, shoot another at the other.
6 touch attacks is going to suck. Or 9 touch attacks is going to suck.
Yeah, he'll
Royally
use magic
suck.
missile on the shadow.
You're a bard and you have magic missile.
Yeah.
And my mind.
Yeah. Druid with fireball.
I know.
I know it can happen, but yeah. All right. So shadow 1, he'll magic missile
Okay. How many missiles?
2 because he's used an action for it.
Okay. What if Fabian's missiles look like? Golden stars?
Oh no, his are like multicolored. No,
Multicolored missiles.
his are rouge.
Sure.
uh,
2 rouge missiles unerringly strike the creature.
That's force damage.
Force damage. It basically implodes on itself. As
Hey, a third of the
You're welcome.
slot is gone.
a surprise, which is the shadows, and they are turning on Vamars.
Nibbles is like, my chance, I can get in.
Yeah, you can step around Rene.
Yep.
That's a soft corner.
Yep.
So I had like 3 sips of Pepsi,
And
and I'm like, I fucking awake. I'm like, I just woke up.
Wee, caffeine.
Woohoo! I haven't had this shit in years. Okay, so what happened?
You're about to get smacked around by.
Did you kill any of them? One of them. Okay,
One
it's
of them.
awesome.
All right. One of the shadow creatures that is hovering above you, like is directly above you, or actually right across the wall, is going to reach out and touch.
maybe
Yeah.
it's good
Reach out and touch me.
making
Okay,
himself.
so you're looking at.
That's all good. You can steal whatever you need then.
AC 25 touch.
Yep.
Renee's turned into one of those sourpuss characters.
Is that critical?
No,
What's your touch AC?
21.
21?
Monk.
Yeah, he doesn't wear armor.
His touch
so
AC is his
it's
AC. Yeah.
All right. Well, it still hits you
Yep.
for 6 negative damage.
Yep.
Save? Plans?
Now, does that include? Should I? Is that just to get his damage, or make it special negative damage?
Nope. You see it actually when it attacks. It is attacking your shadow and not actually you.
That's cool.
Okay, so should I? So I'm separating that as negative damage.
No,
It comes off of you,
it's just hit points.
Okay.
and then it seems to be like eating your shadow,
Okay.
and you are now enfeebled 1.
Let's take a look at Enfeebled.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's like energy drain.
Yeah.
And about a third of your shadow is gone.
Thought?
About a third of your natural shadow is gone.
Gee, what happens when it's all gone?
It then tries to strike you again.
What's the enfeeble do to my AC?
Yeah, probably.
We're
AC 20 touch.
Miss.
You're physically weakened. Enfeebled always includes a value when you are
Well,
enfeebled.
yeah,
You
what's-
take
give me
a
a second.
conditional penalty equal to the enfeebled value on attack rolls, damage rolls, and strength-based checks.
okay, so
No,
that's
my
equal
AC
to strength
doesn't
penalties.
Yeah.
So my AC doesn't change.
Okay, the other shadow is attacking Vamars. It's AC 13. Damn it. And AC 22
Yep.
for 10 negative damage. and then it uses its last action to eat another third of your shadow. There are now only a third of your shadow left, and you have enfeebled 2.
What is happening? What did they do with shadows? I'm so confused. Kill it. What's this? I eat it 3 times and something happens. I don't know what
I
something
don't
is.
know.
Fuck, I don't know what the fuck, man. So I have a -2 to attacks.
Make it stop.
So I have a -2 to attacks and damage.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, that part's easy to understand. This shadow stuff I don't get. It's a passive fazula.
He looks at the garghouls. He's like, okay, now I understand why they're running away.
All right, Zira.
Zira is.
You could use a knowledge check as an action to recall information about shadows, about what they're doing, or you could do something else.
I want to know. So
Acquiring minds.
Inspiring minds. Yeah, I'm going to use a knowledge check to learn. Because
But that one stayed in the center. So what happened when you killed that one?
it disappeared. It went.
It just disappeared.
Yep.
It like swirled up into a ball and
Does
popped.
anyone know if these things
22
come back,
knowledge
or...
check?
Yeah, the DC was 21, actually. If they steal his shadow, they will form a weakened version of themselves out of his shadow, and he will be permanently enervated.
Oh, this is like a negative, like a permanent negative level.
This is how they spawn.
And then this is how they make like a mini one. Does that mini one eventually become a full one, or does he have to die?
Yeah, like if they steal 3.
They can steal his shadow while he's still alive. He becomes enervated.
Do they have to steal 3 from the same person? Or do they have to just take a 3 from anywhere?
You've got 3 hits.
That's all you know.
Okay, I'm just gonna check to see when my heal. I want to see if my 1 action heal is something I can do in combat, or if it has to be the 2.
One action heal does work in combat like that. Oh, you mean your like medical thing?
No.
When he hits enfeebled 3, they
Heals
tear
a
his
spell as
shadow
one
away.
action. If you like,
Don't let it eat your shadow. It's bad.
As ranged touch, you must succeed in a melee touch attack to target an undead. How do charges work in this? Do we know?
What do you mean?
Do you hold charges, or do they?
Oh,
Or is it like you missed the spell?
I don't
the
know.
cast is gone.
I don't know anymore.
Okay. We're going to.
that's powerful.
And let me just one check.
We'll just take these and put them in the category of friggin' elementals.
No.
Still alive.
Yeah.
I know. But-
Zira
but
is
lucky-
going to move forward.
No.
And she is going to the one that's full of piss and vinegar. She's going to use a 2-action channel positive energy to target that one.
The one on the wall?
Yeah.
Does it get a save? Are you trying to beat something?
It gets a fortitude save.
Fortitude? Doesn't like fortitude saves.
Yeah, I know. Make
Well,
a fortitude save. Okay, make a fortitude save.
That's an adjective.
12?
Okay. It's not a critical failure, although it's close. So
This is positive energy.
This
It's
is
not
positive
it's
energy.
causing it to burn up a little bit, like firecrackers.
so I do
And
5
grating styrofoam.
5d8 plus 4 damage.
Oh!
27 positive energy damage.
Oh yeah, it's well past bloodied. It's now just sort of an inky stain compared to the nearly.
Can you take off one of my channels?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Compared
That seemed to work.
Nibbles.
Okay, yeah, Nibbles is getting in here. I'm just gonna do this. Nibbles is gonna rage.
So they boosted healing. That also means they boosted cleric damage to undead.
And some of the undeads are bad.
Yeah.
And sudden strike, or sudden charge.
Nice. Nibbles comes screeching in around the corner. What are you using?
His big axe.
The big magic axe, Marty. What else would he be using?
It scrapes along the roof.
The shadow's like, looking at this big thing.
It's I see shadows currently as like mimes.
They are mimes.
I see them as a curly like black sock puppet mimes.
AC 22.
That struck the shadow. The face.
-5. Plus whatever -5.
Okay, so
+5 -5. Oh no, you have a more plus than that because you got a big axe.
yeah, 10.
His axe is so big and mighty.
22.
That destroyed the shadow minus. Well, you already have the -5. Yeah, you. It's now just little ribbons that get torn to pieces and it discorporates. What happens to his?
Does his shadow come back? Or does the shadow come back as he loses the enfeebled state?
Does he regrow his shadow?
Yeah, how long is enfeebled last is the question.
Does he have
No, you still maintain your enfeebled 2, and it looks like the shadow beside him is just gathering up your missing shadow.
So
Like the stuff it was holding kind of got barfed up when he died, and it just went into the other shadow.
Yeah.
Well, Mars.
Run, motherfucker,
I'll
run!
attack a bunch of times, and then I'm gonna get the hell out of there.
It's kind of against the wall, trying to dodge you as you're punching the wall.
I'm gonna do a stand, so change
Okay.
stand to tiger, then flurry, and then I'll get out of there.
You're scratching the wall.
Yep.
Leave his fingernail bits behind.
-2, right? I think I hit him.
It's not -2 against the wall.
I was
Not
hitting him
flanking.
before. I was hitting him before. That.
Ace 17 hits right on.
Alright, so 2d8 -2. No, -3.
They seem completely uninterested in Rene.
Yeah, because there's a bigger,
He takes
badder
six- he
ghost
takes
that's in
6
me
more
going.
damage.
Is that including the -5?
Yep.
Okay.
-2 as well.
It's still there. You kind of ribboned off some of its
It
form.
basically claimed my body. You go fuck with it.
Your second attack missed.
Yeah, getting the hell out of here.
Run!
Yep.
Coward!
Somebody else get in there.
Okay, well the creature likes to create more of itself. Grimthar. Grimthar's gonna ready an action to throw a dagger if the thing comes down the hallway. Ziva. I'm so sorry, Vamaris. I didn't mean to blast you. You should have just ran in there.
It was the right thing.
You told me to.
It was the right thing. Yeah, he said.
He told you to do it.
Yep. No, it was the correct action.
Okay, so she's going to. She kind of sees the stain along the side, and she uses a 3-action magic missile. I think that's the right spell to cast at this moment.
Yes. Yes.
Straight day 4.
Magic missile is what, force?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Minimum damage 6, which is still enough to kill it.
Good.
One.
Now do the shadows come?
Nope. Your shadow just sort of like lingers for a moment, then drifts away, and you're only casting like about a third of your original shadow. It's very faint.
Does that help him hide in brightly lit environments?
No, he's also feeling really poorly because of the enfeebled.
Yeah.
What were you including the negatives to hit?
Yep.
Yeah. Sucks.
You know from your knowledge check that they'll return. The enfeebled will return over time every 8 hours, 1 pip.
You'll be better by morning.
Understood. I hope you don't run into more of those.
I can actually remove this one with the spell, but I don't have it prepared.
Oh man, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, man?
Those things, they're seeing part of me.
And then, as if
Well, there's still.
fate,
Oh, sorry. That was
with the last bit of the shadow destroyed, the sun from outside has now dipped below the horizon.
No!
Paylor!
Yeah, Baylor died. I didn't get him.
What you doing? What you doing, Paylor?
Renee?
Get your shit together.
Move me that cluster.
No.
Get all the way in there. Could I fit in that other square? There we go. We're gonna move in there. We're gonna swipe.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
We're
I'm
gonna,
assuming you guys have light.
I got the
use
stone.
your
Yep.
resonance on your. Okay, all right. So you have Rene has light at least.
Follow me, cowards.
How much damage do you
He
have?
bobs around the
34.
corner.
That's what light spells are for.
Yeah, that could be some healing.
So Rene is going to. There was the thingy. 1d20 plus. I think it's 13. Wow, how did I lose my? I did. AC 24.
Oh yeah. You swipe the two creatures. They have the two that are. They all have 9 damage, so they've got 6 hit points left.
Okay, so I do 9 damage to 2 of them.
Okay, busting 2 of them up, and you've got one cornered. It's got a door behind him at least, but the gargoyle.
He's going to use a manipulate action to open the door.
He's going to try to use the manipulate action to use the door.
I will hit him for using manipulate action in my presence.
And then disturb his action if you actually hit.
AC 20.
Yeah, you hammer his head into the door.
Sorry, it's 14 damage.
You hammer his head into the door as he turned to try to turn the doorknob, and it rattles in its bindings. And its hinges. All is,
it's getting hard to see.
all is quiet for a moment.
Oh
man, you're looking kind of toasty, man.
It's alright.
You want some healing?
How are people doing? Because I can't actually track tokens.
Mars, I think the Mars.
you- got
Rene's
7.
got a touch.
Nibbles is fine.
Zero's got a touch.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 34 damage on Mars.
Everyone's got like maybe 4, 3,
Siva.
34.
And the people at the back are all like, ooh, that looks awful.
Yeah, those guys are fine.
You guys collect in the area where the shadows have disappeared.
But Zero's going to do a 2-action channel on Vamaris.
Okay.
31 healing.
Holy shit.
Could you take off the channel?
I'm still in pain. Just kidding, I don't say that.
Why does everybody tell the healer it still hurts when she's got more damage than you? And she's just walking around with it.
Thank you. That feel much better.
Next time you should try the knife first. Okay. Let's see where the door where the shadows came out of.
Okay.
Because that bodes well. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
There are what look like ancient dormitories that the shadows came out of. You're finding like old bedding. Some of them are just simply cleared out.
Okay.
Others have little tiny
Is
hanging
that
desks.
is that
in
shooting the ping? Is he walks by?
It does turn around the corner. You're not getting any pings from here. It does turn around the corner. You might want to move yourselves up.
Yeah.
I'll grab the guys in the back.
Sure. Oh, look. Why is it not moving?
There is a.
Where's Grinthark?
I think he's behind some of the shadows, maybe.
No, I moved him and then he disappeared.
I think he's off on the right. There's a glitch on Mark's end. He's in the darkness.
The stairs lead up.
Up.
Alright, why don't we just clear out the rest of these area and then go up and down? Clear the floor, what do you think?
Rene shrugs.
I'm not gonna have a Mars back up my
I don't know. Up or down? Or up or stay down here? The tougher thing was likely higher up.
Everything get tougher if it has help from below.
They already know we're here.
You don't hear anything from up there. Seems quiet.
Let's Rene will take a quick peek.
Okay. Goes up to.
Charge bells.
Yeah, so I'm going to reveal the second floor. It's sort of a chamber. Looks like it was just meant to house these stairs. There's a hallway that goes to the south, as well as a door, kind of at an odd angle in the construction.
Okay.
Nothing
Rene,
stirring up here, although
Druid, has there been a creature through here at any time?
Oh, fuck would I know.
Because you're the druid.
the stairs continue up.
Hold on.
Let's see if anybody was in this. There's just like the shadowy ghost dormitory.
Is this survival I'm using?
Dormitory.
It's almost what Mars is doing.
Yeah. 20?
Yes. You see that there are disturbed dust footballs. The footballs are from a slender pair of boots, perhaps elven or female human.
Mm.
And then there's something really, really strange. It is like a gigantic python has wound its way up and down these steps many times.
There's probably a snake and that weird alchemist lady. Probably up there. Well, at least they go up and down here.
Very well.
Third set of tracks, kind of like the hook-clawed feet of the grioths or the garghouls.
Yeah.
But this particular set of tracks are almost twice as big. It appears that these creatures go up and down.
And the big gargoyle. The big guy.
It was changed my mind. Let's go upstairs.
Yeah,
Good idea.
let's.
Okay. So you begin to shuffle into the corridor, and I'll just uncover some of the darkness.
Fabian was distracted, talking to Ziva.
I think some of these beds are still sturdy. Not now. Gonna get mad.
Okay.
Is that like outside or?
No, you're hovering outside.
yeah,
So you need to go up.
Yeah. Okay. So Rene will
Okay.
go down go check that door in the corner.
Okay. The door is not locked.
Okay, Mars is
Okay.
going down.
I'll wait for Ginthark to get out.
Mars is down. Is on
There
the
are
hallway.
strange smells from this room, like pungent smells. And you actually listen. You could hear like
Bubbling.
it sounds like a kettle or a cauldron is bubbling.
Oh, we're gonna have Ginthark take a look there. And Ginthark, the door. Oh,
Okay, Grintark slowly opens the door. This place would have been the kitchen in times of old. The funky smells assail you. It does look like some of the creatures that Grizak has identified might come into this room, and you do see that in one of the still functioning hearths there is a bubbling cauldron. You expected a lab, but instead you found a moldering kitchen.
that's hilarious. We so expected a lab. We're like, oh, crispy, oh, food. I don't trust this.
Some of the stains might have been food, strange smells here and there. There's a bubbling cauldron. Sits atop a small fire in one of the fireplaces.
Renee's going to go take a look in the cauldron just because I would like some nightmares, please.
Okay. You actually do see the signs of little vials around the cauldron, like somebody was just using this as a convenient spot to do something. Do you have craft alchemy?
No, and that's one that's you can't craft alchemy without a special feat.
Okay.
I've got craft. I could do basic like stuff related to.
Give me a craft skill just to see if you understand what it's kind of doing, what's going on here. It looks like whoever is doing this is trying to reduce the liquid down to a very potent form. It's kind of doing this alembic, like boiling, catching the vapors, and it's now dripping down into a lab.
Condenser. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Do I know what kind of fluid it is, or?
No.
From how much fluid is left?
There is a
Like in the
black dragon scale in the little place that you kind of are burning. It looks like it's this whatever this strange alchemical stuff. It's like eating the dragon scale and producing this weird yellow liquid dropping down into.
I think come back and collect this as treasure later. That or we sabotage it and make it explode. One of the two. I just want to get it on me.
Man, somebody's close, man. Like this is sort of thing you leave overnight or something like that. Like, the vial looks like if you were imagining full, it's maybe somewhere between a quarter and a third full.
Okay, at the rate that it's dripping, can I sort of guess how long it would take to?
An hour, maybe more.
Okay, so someone's gonna be.
In this version of the game, there's really no buff, so you keep running.
Okay, so the party kind of moves into the kitchen.
Yep.
Oh, it's dirty in here.
Could you grab Zero? Thank you. Neighbors.
But Mars looks like he moved up a little bit.
I'm keeping guard.
Yep, you can see around the corner there is a hallway, I believe, with statues. I'll describe what the statues for you.
Oh, God damn it. Well, that looks like a trap.
The numerous statues of robed men and women occupy the niches along this curving hall. They appear to be saints of the Rowan tradition. It's magical, whatever that is.
It is being done in progress. This would be a good way to get drop on alchemists.
Grizek, you're actually sensed 2 auras.
Pot maybe? No, the pot one.
It doesn't. Well, I think he's higher in the level now, so it tells him like what the most potent thing is.
Okay, the most potent thing, if that is correct.
Oh, sorry, I'll check.
Hold on, yeah.
Because I'm darkening this stuff up pretty hard. Detect magic, heightened third. You learn the school of the highest magical effect within range of spell text. If multiple effects are equally strong, determines which you learn.
Okay, the goo, or you just know the
You know the school of the magic. You don't know what
transmutation.
Yeah.
Is the most powerful thing in the room.
Transmutation.
Oh, he's making a thing to turn himself into that dragon temporarily.
Oh, yeah.
So Rene should drink it because he just goes to the dungeons to drink things.
I drink the random thing. Well, there's 2 things you could drink. There's the black dragon scale in some sort of like bubbling goo, and then there's the stuff that's coming out of the condenser that looks like
do you want to drink
it's the dark, like a darkish fluid, like a coffee almost.
You describe it as something drinkable. Mm.
The yellow, the white goo that seems to be dissolving a dragon scale, or the coffee. Now the coffee is only like a little
Like espresso. It's an espresso shot. Okay, so no, I just gotta randomly drink it.
Okay.
But I could turn you to a lich.
Dragon coffee. It's like dragon slayers. With big sombreros and.
Why don't you ask your buddy?